You start. Wait. Press any key. When you press the record key, oh, it breaks it out.
I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, people. It's been a while.
Jesus.
It's been about 3 years, also known as like 4 months or something like that. I don't remember what it is.
No, it's 3 years.
So we have decided now to move on from Diluvian, at least for the time being. We'll see. To this game, Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. This is... Ah! You're not playing this game. This is your... This is literally both of our childhoods. So, yeah, we're super pumped to play it. And, Wellmine, I guess, is going to be the one playing. And I'm the one standing at the side. So he's the one in front of the computer right now. So, go ahead and press that start game button. And I'm going to... Go ahead, press start game. Knock yourself out.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit that. Just listen. Just listen to your childhood. I
forgot there was a video that's supposed to go in the beginning that literally shows like the Gobbos and all that stuff.
As far as menu music goes,
Good job.
God. Oh, this is how this playthrough's gonna go. As far as menu music goes, this game had like rockin' menu music.
Yeah, it did. So, while we're talking about this and all this is going down, John, gave me the manual for the front of this thing, and he, started laughing hysterically because of the fact you can't play this game. No.
Oh, John.
You don't land on their heads.
You can. Wait a minute. Okay.
No, you can body slam them. There we go.
This is gonna go just perfect.
Oh, look at the jams. All right. So basically, in the book, there's a Croc's tale.
Okay, to be perfectly clear, we did not have this booklet when we had this game. We just had the disc. This is new info for both of us. Or no, I've already read it. So this is.
So wait, this is 2 pages.
This is a Christmas Day surprise for Brian.
It's not even Christmas.
Shut up.
John's like, close enough.
Oh. Wait, crap.
You'll come back out.
Was I supposed to? Yes.
All right. So, do we start from Croc's tale like at the very beginning? Like it's 2 pages.
Yes.
All right.
It's great.
All right. Who were the Gobbos? Examining ancient paintings from the time of their civilization, and you will find the Gobbos were a short, furry people who could be politely described as gerbil-esque. But what of their soul, their character? Our historian wrote that the Gobbos were among the most advanced civilization of their day, making great strides. Hold on, just so you know who we're talking about. Gobbos.
Wait a minute. I gotta find
Gobbos. Gobbos are those stupid things in the corner. Those little things that literally jump up and down and say hi.
Hi. Hi.
They are, I guess, making great strides in science. I think there's one up here.
Yes.
Yeah, there he is on the box.
That little dwarf.
He's making great strides right now in science. You can tell as he sits on that box contemplating philosophy or something. I don't know.
He's just blinking. Oh my god.
He is definitely contemplating science right now. But anyway, going back to this thing. A people whose intelligence shines like a beacon in the night. Oh boy. It should be noted that this historian was himself a Gobbo and not only made numerous grammatical errors in his account, but also misspelled Gobbo. Hey, I see what you did there.
I forgot. Oh my gosh.
No, the Gobbos were a simple people, a race whose greatest invention were edible deodorant and the wind-powered cow moisturizer.
Yes.
Moistener. In over 2,000 years of existence, the Gobbos only sent 3 of their kind to college, and 2 of those were returned postage due. Okay. Okay, so they weren't the sharpest pins in the cushion, but were they lovable? You bet. So lovable that they would often keep each other as pets. But oddly enough, it was their lovability, their very kind-hearted innocence, that set in motion a chain of events that would send these Gobbos plummeting towards a terrifying fate. A fate worse than death. Where were I? Lost my spot. Don't hurt me.
Look at that camera.
But oddly enough, it was there, so they set in motion to share a fate so frightening that those with heart's conditions might wish to stop reading now. Although it's really not that frightening. In which a crocodile is found. Wow, you suck at this game.
Shut up. You're not the one playing. You're the one reading this great work of art.
Yeah. All right, it all started one morning in the 3rd month of the year of the soup spoon. It's got.
Oh, this is great.
It's got a footnote on it, and it says it all. At the start of each year, the Gobbo High Priestess would announce the kitchen utensil that, when put down their pants, they have pants. Would bring good luck. What?
See, it's when I read that I was like, okay, wait, Brian actually has to read this on like, in the video. He has to actually read this.
Gobbos took this very seriously, although some
actually
begin to question the practice during the year of the electrical can opener.
Yes. I died.
They made that joke. Okay. King Rufus the Intolerant. There's another subscript. People far and wide had heard of King Rufus the Intolerant and feared him for his name alone. Of course, the Gobbo knew his full name was King Rufus the Lactose Intolerant, and therefore only feared him after a big bowl of cottage cheese. Oh my gosh. He's the ruler of the Gobbos, was down by the riverbank watching the sunrise. He had just finished breathing a sigh of relief that once again the sun had returned, when suddenly a small basket floated ashore. He and a group of Gobbo subjects huddled around it. Peering inside, they saw a baby crocodile. Naturally, they assumed he must be the early leader of the annual midget crocodile basket race. Oh boy. Not that there would ever have been such an event, but you never know about these things. And many of the Gobbos placed bets just to be on the safe side. After a couple of hours, when no other baskets had come by, the Gobbos decided that perhaps there was no race, or that it had been called off the night before by crocodiles who shared their concern that the sun had gone away for good. The Gobbos were at first very wary of the little reptile, but were quickly won over by his vulnerability and inquisitive nature. King Rufus decided that the Gobbos would raise the crocodile as one of their own, and that he himself would care for it, and instructed in all the ways of the Gobbos. The Gobbos fell in love with the new charge. Excuse me. As he was a crocodile. They began to call him Crocodile. But then someone thought of a clever new name for him. Croc.
Wait, which one am I supposed to go down? Does it matter?
It's the one below.
Is it?
Oh no, you can start with this one.
Where's the one below go?
That's continuing, I believe.
Also, I can land on their heads, Brian.
Yeah, I know. You can smash on them, but you can't. You can't jump on their heads. Alright. The Gobbos were at first very wary of the little reptile, but were quickly... Although to some of the Gobbos, he was always known as Mr. Fun Socks, or Cho-Cho McBogey. We're talking about Croc here. Oh my gosh.
He was known as Fun... What was he known as?
He was known as Mr. Fun Socks or Cho-Cho McBogey.
Yes.
Croc learned quickly from his Gobbo friends. He surprised them with just how Gobbo-like he was. He could sing their anthem backwards and forwards and won every Gobbo dance contest he had entered. In fact, little Croc was so Gobbo-like that it had never occurred to him to take a single bite out of a Gobbo. As far as he was concerned, he was a Gobbo. And thus, a time of great joy reigned in the Gobbo Valley. Croc was healthy, King Rufus was happy, and his subjects hadn't had so much fun since the year of the 3-minute egg timer. Then Croc grew. In one fantastic growth spurt, Croc grew as tall as 3 Gobbos stacked up on top of each other. He started eating like crazy. For breakfast alone, he ate over 150 buckets of peas. While walking, he would accidentally smash through buildings and trip over homes. A simple game of patty cake with friends would lead to multiple concussions and internal bleeding.
Oh, why didn't it play the intro? Because wasn't that in the intro? Like he played patty cake and then... Oh my... I'm gonna die. I'm going to die.
You will die someday. Everyone dies, John.
Yes, I know that.
While walking to an extra... Despite his friend's efforts to brush off these incidents, Croc began to feel out of place in the Gobbo Valley. Just as Croc decided to do something about this, a Gobbo ran past screaming, "Don-teenies! In which trouble comes to Gobbo Valley." The Gobbos had long told stories of the Don-teenies, a band of villains known far and wide for their ruthless burning, wanton looting, and marvelous singing voices. Subnote 3, the Dante Glee Club would have won all the big choral contests had they not been disqualified for eating the judges.
See, so it is good that we're reading this actually, because there's no intro. They didn't play the cinematic.
The cinematic comes, I think, from being on that screen and then waiting long enough from the beginning screen.
No, you start the game and it begins with cinematic. Are they gonna have cinematics for the bosses? They should have. Didn't they have the? Or is that at the beginning of the?
I don't know, but we're gonna finish this part, and then hopefully be able to move on to the next episode. We're almost done with this one. What was worse wherever there were Don-teenies, Baron Dante could not be far behind. King of all villains, Baron Dante was stronger than 1,000 Don-teenies, and he had a long-established hatred for all things Gobbo. He had seen the Gobbo and the Croc being blissfully happy and decided that was enough. Enough was enough. It was time for the Gobbos to suffer. Hey, level complete. The valley swarmed with Don-teenies as they captured Gobbo after Gobbo and threw them into cages. Dante watching it all, laughing his horrible laugh. King Rufus knew he had to save Croc. He tail-swiped the gong that sat on the center of the village and it rang, summoning Beanie the bird. Beanie?
That little boy's Beanie. Look at this Beanie boy.
I mean, he looks like a bean. And he's more like a pea.
I mean...
Yeah, shouting lava. Okay, hold on. We're almost done.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
The valley swarmed with studied Beanie the bird. She appeared immediately, and King Rufus instructed her to whisk Croc away to safety. Rufus looked at Croc. "You're our only hope." And then she pushed the droid button and then got captured by stormtroopers. True story.
Does she get captured?
True story.
I thought. Oh, right. No. Okay.
She could smell his foul stench when she was brought on board.
I can smell. Wow, she's got a good nose.
She got a pretty good nose. All right. Before he could say anything, Beanie spirited Croc away in a shower of magical sparkles, just as Baron Dante snatched up the king in his iron hand. In which Croc realizes his calling. Baron Dante had taken over all of Gobbo Valley. He had used his magical powers throughout the land, turning good creatures to evil. Ladybugs, ducks, lizards, fish, and mountain goats all become horrific monsters under his command. Baron Dante stashed Gobbos under Don-teenie guard throughout his new kingdom, so that if he needed someone to taunt or even bring to tears, a cute little Gobbo would always be nearby. The Gobbos, meantime, being a highly social group, were distraught at being separated from each other. Baron Dante kept King Rufus as a personal pet, locked in a cage in the back of his castle. Rufus was taunted day and night by Don-teenies. He consoled himself in these dreadful hours that at least Croc was out of Baron's reach. Meantime, Croc and Beanie the bird watched as their homeland was turned into Dante's playground. Beanie told Croc that he must act, but Croc was confused. What could he do against the might of Baron Dante? Beanie grabbed him by the straps of his backpack and shook him with all her little bird strength. "You're the only chance they have! You must help them! Can you imagine what it's like for being a Gobbo, for being alone?"
Stop. Beanie's a girl. Beanie's a small bird.
She smelled Don-teenie's foul stench when she got on board. Croc sniffed. He could easily imagine what it was like, and he felt more alone than he had ever had before. Straightening himself up, he said to Beanie, "All right, but I'm going to need your help." Here the legend becomes fuzzy. Historians are unsure as to whether Croc was actually successful in saving his friends. But one thing is for certain. From that point on, he became the greatest champion the Gobbos had ever seen.
So wait, we're playing history? They don't even know how this is going to end?
Yeah, no.
What?
The game designers had no idea
The game
how they were
designers
programming
didn't even
this.
know.
All right.
They didn't even know.
So on this note, we're going to break up. And we're going to go to the next episode. See you later.
Goodbye.